Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with Mob Psycho 100. Last time around we had Transmission Part 2, Encountering the Unknown, where basically aliens, they met aliens, and the aliens were pretty chill people, and then they accidentally left, Inukawa behind, and he had a alien space orgy. That's pretty much it. Like always, the reaction is down in the description and the pinned comment for your viewing pleasure. So let's go ahead and jump right into this episode of Mob Psycho 100. Here we go. Oh boy. Oh boy. I was like, something's gotta happen, especially, like, we're in the final 4 episodes, you know? So, I was like, something's gonna happen, right? Like, something not good. I was expecting a villain, I was expecting an explosion, but honestly, I mean, let's just say this right off the bat, I'm kind of glad Season 3 doesn't... I mean, granted, we had Doodle Mob and Dimple, but at the same time, like, honestly, Season 3 feels like a long epilogue, you know? And I'm okay with that, you know? Like, we had our big shonen action fight with the big bad at the end of Season 2. Now, character. And with some shonen action fights, sure, with Dimple and Doodle Mob, but still. I like it. I like this. Of course, because of that, the big thing at the end of this episode is Mob just got hit by a car. He saved the cat. He saved the cat, but he did not... Well, I mean, he saved... he saved the kid. He saved the kid and pushed him out of the way. But he got hit. He did not... He did not use his powers to stop that car. So, that's a problem. I don't know where we're going with this. But, I don't see this ending with, I don't see this ending with Tsubomi accepting Mob. Like, I don't know. I'm not even sure if that's the biggest, like, plot right now. Or the fact that, you know, Mob just got hit by a car. And now he's bleeding in the streets, you know? So there might be some other things that are going to take precedence over, can we ask out Tsubomi? But for the rest of the episode, the whole conflict with Tsubomi... Why don't you take me back to high school? Why don't you? Yeah, take me all the way back to high school. Why don't you? Now, granted, man, I don't think I ever had the chutzpah to do that, you know? But I had my fair share of crushes in high school, let me tell you. And I remember 1 or 2. I don't know. I feel like I want to say there were more, but boy, can I not remember that. That's my memory for you. I don't know. I remember some, but and I probably would have been like Mob, nervous, insignificant. I don't know. I mean, it's an interesting thing. I do like the little moments we get of Tsubomi in this episode, where, like, you know, we have Mezato talking about like, oh, she probably hides her real self, you know, her true feelings, you know, and that's an interesting thing. And yeah, I would imagine she does, you know, she's Miss Popular, but Miss Popular Idol is not a real person. Tsubomi is a real person, you know? Like, that is often something you see and it is often just the case, is, there is a difference between the most popular girl in school and who she really is, So I like talking about that, but I also like just that moment when all of the guys are asking her out, And I like that she's just, quick and to the point, just no, And part of that is because of the joke of, there's just this ridiculous line of boys that are going to ask her out. But at the same time, it's like, I like that she's, she's not going to let them, stew or suffer or anything. Just cut them off, no, and then, we can all move on with our lives, I really hope that the conclusion of that story, again, I don't know where we're going with the story now that Mob's been hit by a car, but I hope the conclusion of that story is Mob says, hey, we used to be friends. Could we be friends again? Like, instead of just going for the, I love you, can we, we have to go out and be together forever. It's like, I hope he kind of takes it down and it's just like, hey, we used to be friends. Can we be friends again? Because Tsubomi doesn't hate Mob or anything. Like, there's no ill feelings towards him. They just sort of drifted apart, So, like, I think that would be really cool if that's how it ended. And even with, while she's still moving away, it's like, well, I don't know, hop on Discord, play a video game or something. I don't know. Like, text each other or something. Like, there has to be a way. There's obviously ways to keep in touch, So, I hope that's the conclusion we come to at the end of this. So, and I could see that being a thing, like, at the end of it, if he asks, can we be friends again? Because that's not what she would expect, Because she is, she's thinking, okay, here comes Mob. He's going to be, teenage boy number 300 who wants to ask me out, and I really don't know. And yeah, when she says, like, God, how many of them are there? I don't even know who these people are. Like, legitimately, And that's the thing, most of those guys, they're just there because, well, she's a hot piece, To them, it's like, yeah, she's a hot piece, Mob at least has a little bit more to go on, but still, it's like... But I hope that's the conclusion of this story. If we even get to that part of the story, again, he's bleeding in the street. But I hope that's where we get to with the story, because that would be really good, I think. So yeah, I like going to all the characters for advice. I think that was pretty cool. So we went to the Body Improvement Club, and they were just like, show off your muscle, show off your power. And I was like, okay. I like the telepathy club just really has no advice for him at all. What was Tome's advice, though? I can't remember what Tome's advice was. It was, I don't remember. I'm going to go back and look. Oh, yeah. Hers was just the hairstyle. Yeah, that's useful. Thanks, Tome-san. I do like how, with the Body Improvement Club, they all kind of look at each other like, experience with dating? I don't know. I love, though, that is Onigawara who goes up and is like, you are white tea poison. Show her your power. And then he kind of stumbles like, I mean, like, in a good way. You can do this, man, So. And then, of course, we all knew he was going to go to Reagan. And I like Reagan basically giving him the advice of, be yourself. He gave him some good stuff of, be gentlemanly. And Mezato did the same thing. Be gentlemanly, considerate, smile, don't be gloomy, Be confident, but not pushy. And I like that. And I like how, he says to Serizawa, it's like, if this was me, I would try to be slick, But if they figured out, if the girl figured out who I was, it'd be an instant rejection. And I like how he says, Mob needs to stay on the straight and narrow. He has no time for lies like Reagan, you know? So I like that. That was good. That was good advice from Reagan, which, I mean, this is Reagan we're talking about. He's the freaking Giga Chad, you know? He's always really good about advice with this stuff, you know? And then even Teruki, like, he did well. He got some flowers. Hey, flowers can't hurt, you know? Flowers can't hurt, but yeah, but I like how he's like, oh, maybe we should get you another shirt or something. And Mob's like, no. can't do that. It's like, Dimple, like, died because of that shirt. I mean, that's not how it happened, but, like, after the encounter with Dimple, he's just like, no, I don't trust your style, your fashion choices anymore. So, but Mob worked up the courage to... He worked up the courage to call Tsubomi and meet with her. And again, I hope at the end of this it ends with them being friends again. You know? Like, don't try to go all the way, because that's a little too much, you know? And honestly, you guys don't really know each other anymore, you know? And you don't, like, there's not enough there to form that kind of a relationship, but they used to be friends. I really do hope that that's how this ends, is that Mob is like, hey, I mean, I'm saying that basically Mob is going to friend zone himself, but I hope that's something, you know? I hope that's something. Because, I mean, and we don't even know, does she have legitimate friends? You know? Like, I don't want to say that, like, oh, well, she's got nobody, but it's like, you know, it is kind of based on what Misato said. It's like, oh, she might be hiding her real self. It's like, well, I mean, we don't know if she has anyone who she can be her real self with, but maybe that could be Mob, you know? Maybe it could be Mob, maybe it could be her other friends, but just, I hope that's where it goes. But again, he's bleeding in the streets, so I don't know where we're going anymore, but yeah. We got 3 episodes left of Mob Psycho 100, and I'm very excited to see where we are going. Hopefully to a hospital. Hopefully we are going to a hospital next. But yeah, but we'll see. We'll see. But that is basically it. With all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. There's a bunch of links on screen if you want to go click around any of those. There's a playlist with all of my Mob Psycho 100 reactions, as well as another video you can go click on if you want. There's also a subscribe button and a Patreon button on screen, as well as other links in the description if you want to go check out any of those. See you guys later.